Salutations viewers, today I'm going to be showing you how I do my basic concealer and foundation routine. So what I use is mainly e.l.f. I use this under eye concealer and highlighter, and I really like it. It works really well. I also use this HD mattifying oil-free foundation that I really like. Did I say oil or oil-free? I always said oil-free. And then this concealer stick in Ivory, which is the palest you can get. It smells like fruity pebbles, so that's a plus. And what I use is, I use a makeup brush. This is a new one, so I'm going to get to use my shiny new one. Actually, no. I'm still procrastinating. I can't. I'm going to use my disgusting old one. And I use a powder brush, and I really should wash these, but you know. And then I also use a comb. There's cat hair everywhere today. And this for my brows, and I'll show you what else I do. So first things first, I usually conceal under my eyes and around my nose. And then over, because I get these really nasty blackheads, as you guys previously saw. Cap. I'm going to go in with my foundation brush, and I'm going to blend that out. I don't know if I'm like certified, I guess, to become a makeup advice person, but this is just how I do it, and it works for me. So in here, I just kind of pat it out quickly, and then I go in with my fingers and I warm it up. I spread, because it does get a little sticky, and then I go over everything else. I just don't like using my brush on my under eyes because I feel like I can't get it as close. With the concealer, with the foundation, that's a different story. So I'm going to use my foundation, and I'm going to go over it now. I don't like using the sponge because I feel like I don't get as much product on my face. So I just start with my cheeks. And I work it out, and I kind of go under my eyes. And then I like to go in with my hands and smooth it out afterwards. But something that I have a lot of trouble with is blending down into my face. I'm going to go over again. And this stuff does get in your creases easily, so don't try to move your face too much to make creases, which I always do. So just listen to my advice, but don't do what I do. And then I don't really go over my forehead much. I usually go over with the powder. My hair covers it. And then I go in and I smooth everything, and I kind of melt it. Under eye is really bad. going to take my primer and apply it to my lids. This is for my makeup video, which I'm going to do right afterwards. And I'm going to apply that in because I have very veiny eyes. There we go. And then I go in with my brush and I brush out my eyebrows into as best of a shape as I can get, because I have to color them in because they just don't naturally shape like this, although I'm working on like growing them that way. And I kind of fluff them up because I like getting my arch line with my eyes. Which is harder than you would think. Especially with a girl with really, really curvy eyebrows. And then I go in with my pencil, and it's kind of nasty looking right now. I should sharpen it, but I don't use it that much anymore. I just kind of use it to keep my hairs in place when I go over with a powder. And your brows are darker than your hair. So don't go too dark. Like, I'm going to be using a light brown because I don't have super dark hair. I have super bright hair. But your brows will be darker unless you're a special situation. Like, I know there's some super blonde people who whose, I'm getting hair all over the place, whose eyebrows are as blonde as their hair. But that's, you know, those cases. So I'm going to take a light brown matte too. You don't really want sparkles. My friend has to use sparkles because that's the only like pencil that she has that'll work for her, and it's actually kind of cute, but that's because Grace is a fairy. And then I go in and I kind of try to make my arch, and then I flick off. Sometimes it turns out really well, just depends on what day it is. Today should be a good day, so it should turn out well. And sometimes if you want a more natural look, you can do a gradient by going lighter at the end and darker at the top. But because my beauty is all manufactured, I go with dark. And then I try to even my brows out, but it's so hard because my brows grow in two different directions. You can't tell because I've worked for many months and trying to get them to grow the same way. So you can tell that my brows are not symmetrical, but that's okay because your eyebrows are siblings, not twins. There we go. So that is my foundation and eyebrow routine. And next up is my makeup. Thank you.